What's going on, YouTube? Thanks for tuning into this new episode of Restoration at Vick. For today's episode, we're going to be restoring 2011 black cement 3s that I picked up in Dallas NearCon for about 50 bucks. It's a great price, but as you can see, these things need some work. So what we're going to do is give these shoes a deep clean inside and out, repaint the midsoles, repaint the midsoles, and do some touch-ups on the back tabs. It's going to be a lot of work, so let's get started. For this cleaning, we're going to be using Rejuvenator's 3-brush sneaker laundry system. We're going to start off by removing the shoelaces, then inserting our Rejuvenator adjustable shoe trees, then squirting some squirts into our bowl. To get started, we're going to be using a stiff bristle brush to clean the soles. We're all done using the stiff bristle brush to clean up the soles. For the most part, they're clean, but now we're going to go ahead and use a hard brass bristle brush to really whiten up the toe cap area. We got the rubber area on the toe cap and the soles fully cleaned up. Now we're going to move on to using the all-purpose brush to clean up the majority of the uppers. And now we're going to be using a soft bristle brush to clean up the elephant print and the sock liner. Pre-treatment's done. Shoes are looking really good so far under all that soap. Now the next thing we're gonna do is put these in the sneaker laundry bag so we can get that full deep clean inside the laundry machine. We're back, shoes are fully dried. These shoes look great compared to what they used to look like. The soles look brand new. They smell great. They had an odor. That's all gone now. So now the next thing we're gonna move on to is strip the old paint. First thing I gotta do is tape off the uppers and then use some Dad's Easy Spray with some scour pads to remove the old paint. Alright, so I wasn't expecting to get all the black paint off by just peeling it. I thought I was gonna need Dad's Easy Spray, but luckily the black latex paint came off smooth and nicely. So what I'm gonna do next is remove the rest of the paint, the white paint, using Dad's Easy Spray. We got the majority of the paint fully stripped off. Now we're gonna be using some acetone and cotton balls to remove any of the residue left from the Dad's Easy Spray. I know I just removed the tape, but now I gotta retape the shoe just because the old tape was getting ruined by all the chemicals, the Dad's Easy Spray, and acetone. So what we're gonna do next is retape the shoe so we can lay down the paint.
Brought to you by Scotch Tape.
Scotch. It's not about sleekness. It's about...
That's just gonna go.
Made the line. Alright, so I think we're gonna need a rematch after this midsole repaint. Shoes are fully taped up. Now we're gonna get started painting. We're gonna be using Angela's flat white paint, and we're gonna be applying it with this angle paintbrush. The white's fully laid down all around. Looks really good, nice and smooth. Took about 10 coats. But now we're gonna go ahead and lay down the matte finish before we lay down the black paint. The matte finish on the white is completely dried. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is tape off everything that I just painted, but this top piece of the midsole, so we can lay down the black paint through the airbrush. We got the black paint fully laid down, nice and even. So now the next thing we're gonna do is apply a glossy finish to match the original finish on the shoe. Finishes are fully dried. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove the tape, then move on to doing some tiny touch-ups all over the elephant print with some black paint and a tiny detail brush. We're all done with the repaint process. Looks really clean, nice and smooth. Looks good all around. Shoe's almost there. All we gotta do now is do some touch-ups on the elephant print on this little area right here, and some touch-ups on the tab, like the Jumpman and the air.
I definitely peaked in second grade.
Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up on this full restoration on these black cement 3s from 2011. The before and after speak for themselves. I only paid 50 bucks for these at the show. These things are pretty trashed, but now I can easily get around 150 to 200 bucks, no problem. Just a quick recap on what I did. I used a Rejuvenator Street Brush Sneaker Launch System, gave these shoes a good deep clean inside and out, got rid of all the odors, and just made these shoes look great all around. After that, I gave these a repaint, touched up the elephant print, and touched up the back tabs. You can find all these products right here at rejuvenator.com. Make sure to use my promo code in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll see you guys next Monday.